A pot of coffee is always here to welcome a friend. Iced tea is aplenty, like a friendship that never ends. Can't always get that tea kettle a whistling, where recipes are shared with love, where bread recipes are shared on Saturdays, where a ton of cookbooks live and sometimes seem to follow me home. A featured cookbook every month, monthly gain recipes on Wednesdays, maybe some crafting here or there, some history sprinkled in sometimes, where recipes are shared with love, where bread recipes are shared on Saturdays, where a ton of cookbooks live and sometimes seem to follow me home. Where recipes are shared with love, where bread recipes are shared on Saturdays, where a ton of cookbooks live and sometimes seem to follow me home.
So, the last pie recipe that I'm doing, and I apologize, it is late. But it's been a lot of things going on, and I've been sick. I wanted to get this done beforehand. So, we got 2 cups of canned pumpkin. Hopefully next year I will actually have pumpkin from scratch, and yes, I want to do it. So, I'm going to add a cup of sugar to this. And I am just going to mix it in a bowl using my spatula there. Had issues with the pie crust this morning. It's been crazy. So to this, we're going to add 4 teaspoons of salt, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, half a cup of dark corn syrup. Yum! So I'm going to get that. And then I got to go and get me some eggs, some beaten eggs, about 3 of them, slightly beaten. So I was wrong. It was 4 eggs slightly beaten to that. And then we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla, which I ran out of this morning. So we're going to mix this up. And what we're making is a pumpkin pecan pie. You don't add the pecans right now. So I'm going to get this mixed up and pour it into my pie shell, which finally use a different recipe. So I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of this yumminess, eggs and stuff out of that. Now comes the pecans. You need about a cup of pecans, and we're going to add that to the top. And I'm making a mess with them, and I'm estimating how much they are. Not measuring them out because all my measuring cups are dirty. Been baking up a storm. This is, of course, the day before Thanksgiving. Craziness starts, and imagine what the stores are like. So, and now we're going to bake this at 350 degrees for about 40 minutes or until it's set. So I'm just going to sprinkle how much I think a cup is, and then we're going to go from there.